All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the weekly episode of our podcast series. My name is Jacob Nahed,
I'm Rohan Batra.
I'm Colin Hardesty.
And I'm Benjamin Salva.
and we are the researchers from Michigan State University studying the effects of zebra mussels in the state of Michigan. We hope to provide you with important information so you can better combat yourselves against this invasive species. Zebra mussels are mollusks native to Asia, specifically the Caspian Sea region. They were actually first discovered locally in Lake St. Clair, which is just north of Detroit, in 1988. Since then, they've been spread throughout the Great Lakes, the Mississippi River, all to the Arkansas, Illinois, Ohio, and Tennessee rivers. They were accidentally brought to North America in the ballast water of commercial ships, and nowadays zebra mussels can be found clinging into boat holes, pipes, docks, driftwood, rocks, and even aquatic plants.
So now you may ask, how do zebra mussels affect the Michigan economy in terms of the water-based industries, which essentially includes hydroelectric plants, recreational water activities, and so on and so forth. So first off, recreational users of the waters in Michigan are prone to being harmed by unprotected docks, break walls, boat bottoms, and engine outdrives, as they provide hard surfaces that zebra mussels can colonize on. Across the country, there have been numerous reports of boat engines overheating because cooling water inlets are clogged by these invasive species. Therefore, these recreational users, such as boaters, end up spending unnecessary time, money, and energy in fixing these problems. On the other side of the spectrum, zebra mussels bioaccumulate many chemicals such as PCB due to their filtering capacity. As a result, this has many implications for human health. In fact, a chemical called PAH has increased 11 to 18-fold in Lake Erie, which approaches the limits for fish consumption advisories. Overall, this has led to many businesses spending hundreds to millions of dollars to combat the issues of zebra mussels. So what do you guys think? Isn't this putting a major toll on the water-based industries in Michigan, especially because of the Great Lakes that reside here?
Well, I think so, but on top of that, the zebra mussels are also having a great impact on the ecosystem. After being added into the Great Lakes, the zebra mussels have caused a rapid increase of algae growth within the lakes. These mussels are able to increase the clarity of the water so more sunlight can shine through, growing more algae. On top of this, the zebra mussels are driving out the creatures native to the Great Lakes due to the mussels consuming the phytoplankton that is essential for these native creatures to survive. One example being the native North American mussel, which is now majorly outnumbered by the growth of zebra mussel population.
Well, the good news is researchers have developed 4 methods that could help rid Michigan waters of this invasive species. The first method, being studied by Rebecca M. Heltzley at the National Institute of Standards and Technology in Charleston, involves the use of fluoxetine hydrochloride, the active ingredient in Prozac. This compound increases the levels of serotonin in the mussels, which causes them to produce unviable larvae. However, this method affects all mussels in the water, not just the zebra mussels, so it's unlikely that this method will be adopted. The second one is being perfected by Daniel Malloy at New York State Museum in Albany. His solution uses a common bacteria called Pseudomonas florensis. This bacteria produces a toxin that destroys a digestive gland in the mussels. Malloy claims that his method killed 95% of the zebra mussels in a trial he ran, but the caveat is that Malloy and his team have not been able to identify what this poisonous toxin is that kills the mussels, and being able to produce the bacteria or the toxin on a large scale is a whole other problem. The third method, nicknamed the BioBullet, is a promising one. Dr. David Aldridge of Cambridge University discovered that potassium chloride is extremely toxic to zebra mussels, so much so that the dose required to kill them is so minute it does not harm anything else in the water. The potassium chloride is wrapped in a 0.1 millimeter coat of fatty acids, which the zebra mussels then eat due to the fatty coating. In a preliminary trial, it was discovered that 60% of the mussels died from one dose of the aptly named BioBullet, and the biobullets that aren't consumed are safely dissolved into the water. The fourth and final method is an interesting one. Matthew F. Ryan, a researcher at Purdue University, and his colleagues discovered that low-frequency electromagnetic waves can kill zebra mussels, and only zebra mussels. The EM waves causes these mussels to secrete minerals such as calcium, which are vital to their shells. The low levels of calcium then causes the mussels to become stressed, so they filter less and less water, therefore absorbing less minerals. The mussels are unable to regain their lost calcium and slowly end up dying. After about 40 days of being exposed to the low-frequency electromagnetic waves, all of the zebra mussels in Ryan's test group had died. The only problem is developing an efficient method to distribute the EM waves. But so far, this method appears to be the safest and most effective at killing zebra mussels. With advances in science and technology, these methods may soon be put into action to rid Michigan waters of zebra mussels once and for all. And with that being said, we hope you can better prepare yourself against zebra mussels and take precautions in your own waters. Be sure to stay tuned for next week's episode, and thank you.